तेरी जवानी तेरी मेरा कदे कदे करदा के जब देवा तेनू तू कदे भी खुश नहीं होना मेरे तो बता मैनू मेरा कदे कदे भी करदा के जब देवा तेनू तू कदे भी खुश नहीं होना मेरे तो बता मैनू को देखना पाएगा मैं वो जगह हूँ तेरी धड़कनों की गिनतियों की भी वजह हूँ मैं तेरी धूप
Allora che ti chiamavo lo
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. So, this is Billy with today's show about the personal shoppers replacement strategy for the products. So, with that introduction, the point which I want to stress that any one of you who is interested to enjoy the life as a gig worker, just use the link which I provided at the bottom of this video. And in case there's any sign up issues, you can reach me back and message me, and I'll respond to that. So, with that said and done, today I want to discuss the topic on the replacement. The replacement is one of the key customer satisfaction metrics and also part of your fulfillment metrics. So the fulfillment rate should be around 94-95%. Above 94% is all good. So that fulfillment rate distinguishes between a shopper who is a professional, who is committed to deliver to the customer so they can cook their meal, and a shopper who is not that committed. So, in replacement strategy is that each product has a nutrient table. So ideally, the match should be by the nutrient table of the two products, the original product and the replacement product. So, whereas all of these stores does not carry the same product line, and the product line of each store is dependent upon the demographics which are living close by. So so what happens is this that each store customizes the product line to the demographics which lives close by. So with that said and done, uh, just be mindful that there are some stores of Walmart which carries the dates and other products, and there are some stores which don't. And the way you want to approach the replacement is that you're doing a nutrient matching. The various nutrients like the carbohydrate content, the content of the various protein, fats, saturated, non-saturated, and the minerals, all those should be the same across the two products, the original and the replacement. So if that is, if we cannot match the nutrients completely, then we should still aim to do the maximum match which is possible under the given circumstances. Also match the quantity. If the customer ordered a 2 liter pack and you're replacing it with a 1 liter pack, then you need to buy two packs, 2 packs of 1 liter. So that will match your quantity. There are distinct matches which happens when the epidemic was at its peak and the stores were out of stock. So anything which can go to make the meal, dinner, lunch, breakfast, that will be appreciated by the customer. But in the more normal days when everything is normalizing, the distant match is not the best strategy. In case of the corner shop, try to have a close match versus the distant match. So the uh, organics are matched with the organic, and the worst case scenario is non-organic. Similarly, in case of the milk, 3.25% should be matched, so should be replaced with a 3.25% fat content, and 2% by 2%, and more, and same is the case with for the 1% and 0% skim milk. So that is the fat content matching. And you can pick up another brand because once the original brand is out of stock, then you will end up picking up another brand or do a size variation. So size variation is better because then you keep the same brand and same fat content. Next thing is cottage cheese. So in case of the Walmart brands, you can do great value to Philadelphia cheese and vice versa. So this is applicable for the cream cheese and cottage cheese both. Actually, Philadelphia doesn't come for the cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is coming by brand Gailey. So then you will end up doing a vice versa replacement with the Grello and Gailey. Next thing is your orange juices. So when you're replacing the orange juices, then it's going to be the comparison of the size and the pulp content. No pulp should be replaced with the no pulp, and partial pulp or some pulp should be replaced with some pulp, and full pulp should be replaced with full pulp. So that is the plan for the orange juice. And aside from that, next item is from the spinach. So if the fresh spinach is not there, then you can go for the frozen spinach, and you can play this game of fresh and frozen, vice versa. If frozen is not there, go fresh. If fresh is not there, go frozen. So that game you can play for spinach, for broccoli, for various fruits like strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, mangoes, avocados. So they are all available in the frozen section as well as they are available in the fresh section. So if fresh is not there, you can replace it with the frozen. If frozen is not there, then replace it with the fresh. So aside from that, once you are in the potato section, then you can do a swap of yellow potatoes with white and white with yellow, vice versa, and yellow with red and red with yellow, both vice versa. And yellow potato can be swapped with russet potatoes, which are used for the baking. And also, in case of the tomatoes, if the fresh tomatoes are not there, you give the customer the canned tomatoes. There are whole tomatoes in cane form, so you can give it to them. And if the customer has ordered the diced tomatoes and diced cans are out of stock, then give them the crushed one, or vice versa. Crush is replaced with the dice, or dice is replaced with the crush. So you can do these changes. And in case of the pasta, if one pasta, for example, Catelli is not there, then you can choose Unico or Great Value. Pastas contain some more or less the same. It depends upon the brand name, but the differences across various brand is not material. The very material differences exist. Next thing is garlic. So you can replace the garlic, whole garlic, with the peeled garlic bags or with the minced garlic as well. And you can do a backward pass as well. So you can go all the way from whole garlic to the peeled. If peeled is not there, replace it with the minced. Or if customer ordered minced, then you can go back to the peeled, and if peeled is not there, then you can go to the whole. So you can replace it in that fashion. Ginger, you can replace it, the whole ginger, you can replace it with the minced ginger. And the minced ginger, in case of the Walmart, is basically planogrammed in the produce section. So you will find it in the produce section. So these are the points for the ginger. In case of the eggs, what you're doing is matching organic versus organic and free range versus free range. Free range means hens have a good life and they were roaming around across the field. So that is the meaning of the free range. But free range are, in case of the Walmart, they keep organic as well as free range and non-organic, everything in the same dairy and egg section. Next thing is the chicken. So in case of the chicken, what you can do is replace the if the thighs are not there, boneless skinless thighs are not there, then you can replace them with the boneless skinless breast, and vice versa. You can do. And sometimes there's a requirement for the ground meat, and then in case of the ground meat, you could have the extra lean, and medium. And usually you end up replacing, because stores usually keep one brand of the meat, so you end up replacing medium to lean and lean to extra lean. So, and vice versa, backward pass and forward pass for the same thing. So that is the story on the meat. In case of the cheese blocks, so you can replace the old with extra old and vice versa. Also, you can basically replace double cheddar with a single cheddar and vice versa. So that is what you can do. On to the cheese side, cheese is available aside from the block, shredded as well as sliced. So you can go across if there's no old or extra old, then you can go for shredded. And if the shredded is not there, then finally you can go for the slices. So that is something which you can replace. And aside from that, the other items which I can think of is the bread. If the customers has ordered for the rotis, then you can replace the regular rotis with whole wheat, and you can whole wheat with the regular. In the order screen, you will see the WW sign, which stands for the whole wheat. WW letters, which stands for the whole wheat. So that strategy you can use for the rotis, and in case of the naan, you can swap off regular naans with the garlic naans and vice versa. If garlic is not available, you can then give them the regular naans, and the customer doesn't have to do much, but just made garlic paste by crushing the garlic and mixing them with the oil and just put it on top of the naan. And there you go, it's a garlic naan, and they can bake it in the oven for another 10-15 minutes. And those regular naans are converted into the garlic naan. Now, sometimes customer ask for various margarines, so you can do a replacement across basil and great value, as well as you can do a replacement across a smaller size or larger size, depending upon what the customer has ordered. So, aside from that, the chips orders basically you can replace across various brands like Lay's, Great Value, Pringles. So you can do that type of replacement. And pretzels, you can do a replacement with the Great Value as well as Great Value versus the specific brand. The Great Value brand is basically the Walmart's own brand. Now, the next thing is about the olives. So if the customers ordered the slice olive and they are not there, then you can give them the whole olives, and vice versa. Probably the customers ordered for the sliced olives to be added on top of the pizzas. So that's a possibility. There is an order for the bacon as well. So if the regular bacon is not there, bacon sausages and naturally smoked bacon for the breakfast. So if the naturally smoked bacon is not there, then you can choose a version with salt reduced or maple bacon, like that. So you can do a replacement by these products as well. And the other thing is about the yogurt. So the yogurt basically is from Activia, as well as from the Liberty, the Greek yogurt. So in case of the yogurt, your strategy should be to replace the yogurt with an upper brand, high premium brand. And premium brand can be replaced with a less premium brand, provided there's no other brands of the yogurt is available. So you can play it in that fashion. Replacement is will be very helpful for you, because in case of the corner shop, you if you don't replace, you will end up losing $1 for each refund you make, and your fulfillment rate will also fall. So in order to keep your fulfillment rate high and progress into advanced shopper category, you need to have both the things, your right replacement strategy, and avoiding the refund options. So you can talk to the customers as well. If you are not coming up with the replacement strategy, you can text to the customers asking that X product is not available and which other products they want to go as a replacement. But the best thing is this, that you come up with a replacement plan, update the replacement plan in the Corner Shop app, and once all the shopping is done, just submit the button continue and send the alternatives to the customer. If the customer, you see in the next 30 seconds to 1 minute, you see that the customers are not picking up their replacement plan, then just message them using the texting feature, telling them that you have sent the replacement plan because there is a product shortage, or all those excuses which you can come up with. Once your replacement plan is with the customer, they are going to make a choices, and after they have made all of the choices, they are going to resubmit the approved plan. Then you go with the plan and go item by item. Whatever item they have asked for, they have approved. You're good to keep them in the cart. But whatever item they have asked for the new replacement, then you have to remove the previous item from the cart. As well as if the customer has asked for the refund, then you will have to remove those items as well from the cart. Otherwise, you are not going to be balanced between the F amount and the receipt amount. So with that said, I wish you all a good luck in reaching out to Corner Shop and doing a sign up. And in case there's an issue, you can reach me. Thanks, Quads.